everybody, we're going to do the chocolate eclairs now. The first thing you need to do is get a saucepan, put a cup of water, a stick of butter, and 2 tablespoons of sugar in it. My butter is salted, so I'm not going to put the 1/4 teaspoon of salt in it. Put this on a medium heat and bring it to a boil. In the meantime, get yourself a cup of flour, all-purpose. And 2 tablespoons. I was trying to do this thinking my bird was going to be quiet, but I think he's going off again tonight. And I'll be back when this becomes to boil. Okay, once that starts to boil, set your oven to 400. And with a wooden spoon, you're gonna pour in all your flour and you're gonna stir this for 2 minutes. You wanna get a nice dough or a paste. So just stir away and give yourself 2 minutes. I'm gonna set my timer. And I'll be back. Hi everybody. I lost a little bit of the video. I don't know why, but after you've mixed your dough for 2 minutes, what you're gonna do is put it in your mixer and you're gonna beat it for a couple minutes. You want it to get lukewarm. Then you're going to get 4 eggs and you're gonna put 1 egg in at a time, beat it, put another egg in, beat it, and so on. And then the video will continue. I'm sorry about that. I must have hit a button when the bird was going off and forgot to turn it back on or something. But anyways, I hope that we'll get you back to where we are. Okay, thanks. Okay, this is what you want it to be like. Just like a thick, like pasty. And what you're gonna do is fill it in a pastry bag. If you don't have a pastry bag, just take a baggie or a Ziploc and fill it and then cut your ends. And I'll be right back. Your bag is filled. I just take a skewer and I measure like 5 inches and I place it on my parchment paper. And you're gonna want these 2 inches apart. They need to be about 3/4 wide. So just take your piping bag. And then move your stick, but you want it to be like that. So when I get these all done, I'll be back. Okay, here's mine. And you're gonna put these in a 400 oven for 10 minutes. Then you're gonna turn it down to 325 for about 30 minutes. So set your timer for 10 minutes and this is 400. After that goes off, turn your oven down to 325 and set your timer for 30 minutes. Look at them at 25 minutes. You just want them nice and golden brown. And I'll be back. Okay, during this time, put your whip and your bowl in the freezer because you're gonna have to whip up a 1/4 cup of whipping cream. So you can do that while you're waiting. Okay, my timer just went off. Bring your oven down to 325 and set your timer for about 25 minutes. And I'll be back. We're gonna be making the filling. Okay, get your beaters out of the freezer. And you're gonna need a 1/4 cup plus 2 teaspoons of heavy whipping cream. And whip this up, and you can just put it in the refrigerator for a few minutes. And I'll be back. Okay, you just want a soft peak. And put this in the refrigerator. Then you're gonna take 2 cups of milk and you're gonna take a vanilla bean and you're gonna scrape the beans out of it. And you're gonna bring this to a boil. And set it like on 5. Now you're gonna take a 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons of sugar. So 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons. You need a pinch of salt. And then you need 2 egg yolks and an egg. And you're gonna mix this all together and I'll be back. And you want 5 tablespoons of cake flour. And then you're gonna mix this all up. And then mix your whole mixture up. you're gonna take a little of it out, put it in a bowl, and once your milk and vanilla are boiling, you're gonna put a little in, mix it, and then you're gonna put the rest of the milk, pour this all back in, and then pour the rest of the milk in. You just don't want the eggs to cook. Mine's almost there. I'll be back. Okay, my shells are ready to come out. So that's what you get. And take them off the cookie sheet and put them on an iron or a wire rack. Just about there. So just pour a little into this bowl. And get your whip out. Just a little. And start mixing it up. Now you're gonna pour it in to the main bowl. And keep pouring in your milk now. Now you're gonna pour it back into your saucepan. And you're gonna bring this to a boil till it gets thick. Put it back on the heat. And stir away and let it get to boiling and let it get thick, and I'll be back. Just keep whisking it. You don't want it to burn. Okay, once it thickens, get yourself like a wire strainer. And you're gonna pour this through it. You might have to work it through. I just kind of go around with my whisk and push it through. When you get this done, this is going to go in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. So just kind of, let's see if I can show you what I'm doing. I'm just kind of pushing it through. It's a very fast recipe. So if you're gonna try it, just try to write down everything, and then you can do it. Okay, put this in the refrigerator for a half hour. Just take a hot pad and put it under your bowl. And I'll be back in a second. We're gonna make the chocolate glaze to put on top. Okay, at this time, take out a half a stick of butter and let it start to soften up. You need almost room temp butter, and I'll be back. Okay, now you're gonna take about a half a cup, a little bit more of chocolate. I'm just using chocolate chips. And you're gonna melt these in the microwave. She used to do it on the stove, but we have the microwave now. So get that melted and I'll be right back. Okay, now you're gonna add about half a stick of butter into your chocolate. And you're gonna whip that up. Get all your chocolate chips melted. A couple stuck in my whisk. Now you're going to get your custard that you made and your whipped cream, and you're going to fold that in together. Just take your whipped cream and put it in there. I shouldn't have said folded. You're really going to whisk it together. Okay, so whisk this together. Get it all mixed in. That's good. Okay, last part. Just be sure you have this mixed really well. Now some people pipe it in. I don't do that. I cut my eclair in half and I put the custard on one of them on one side, and then I'll take a little of the chocolate and I kind of press it down to kind of seal it, and then I just coat it with the chocolate. So you gotta be really careful with these things because they will break. cut it in half. This is what you want them to look like inside. And get a spoon and spoon some of your custard onto your eclair. Then take some of your chocolate and I just kind of go around the edges of it. And then I put my top on. Then I take some more chocolate and I spread it on the top. Now these gotta refrigerate for an hour, at least an hour before you serve them. But there's your chocolate eclair. And I will try it because I've been waiting for one. That's so good. Well, I wanted to thank everybody for watching the video, sharing, commenting. Like I stated before, I have like 65% of the watchers aren't subscribed. So please subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow with something else. Thank you.